Hey, what's up, everybody? Bringing you another review. This time of the Mezco 112 Collective, Doctor Strange. So, let's get started on the Source for Supreme. I'm a little sick. My voice may be a little out of there, but I'm gonna do my best to not cough and sneeze through this. And I appreciate you guys and your patience. First off, I want to start by saying this has been delayed for quite some time. So I have to, after having Wonder Woman and Aquaman, and some people were let down by it, other people were happy. You know, there's choices, differences, but Doctor Strange kind of just sets them right back on course. Being another one that was delayed, but it's awesome, at least in my opinion. And let's get started and talk about that real fast. If you notice, Doctor Strange is a slimmer body. He actually uses some Spider-Man and some Joker body parts. It may just be all Joker body parts with the new addition of Spider-Man like legs, but we'll get into that right now. So as far as articulation and cloth and things like that, I want to start by saying Doctor Strange's head sculpt is pretty much spot on. At least in my opinion, it definitely gravitates towards the comic book accuracy of Doctor Strange. Whether you like Marcos Martin art or the old Kirby stuff, it's definitely got that nice Doctor Strange feel, and I really enjoy that, and I like that a lot. It's even got the Kirby dotted gloves, and I love that. I love the classic look of Doctor Strange, and that's why it almost didn't change for so long. So let's get started. Articulation wise, the head can move up, it can move down, it can tilt all the way around. It is on a ball joint, so as you see, the neck is actually pretty long, but it's not one of those long Joker heads, so you'll be good. You don't have anything to worry about that. The body is slim though, so as far as upper torso, my arms are really tight on my Doctor Strange. But it uses those single jointed elbows, just like Joker that I talked about. Mines are really stiff, so please be careful with yours. You may want to heat it up with a blow dryer beforehand. And as you can see, it actually can reach just about all the way around without tearing the cloth. It actually has a lot of range. But there is no shoulder pivot, so you won't be rotating it through and through like a butterfly joint. There's none of that. So you can't like fold it forward with a butterfly joint. Although there seems to be ab crunch, my Doctor Strange does not fold forward. I don't want to press it to break it. It does move a little backwards to seemingly give him a nice range. But it does rotate, so that's pretty good. I'm a little bummed out by no ab crunch because I wanted to forward him, like put him in a crouching position, like when he floats. But I think it'll work just as fine. If you notice, the Eye of Agamotto is here. I'll talk about that in a second. And as far as the lower body, the leg can go up. It can go without damaging the figure. You can actually go like this, forward and backwards. But you can't go really far going outward because you may tear the pants. But alas, you can do patented sitting in the air poses while floating and levitation with Doctor Strange. So it's not one of those things where it's impossible to do it. You can actually do it really well. The sash is not wired, but it actually can sit on the waist a little high and a little low. If you turn them around, there's a nice pattern design on Doctor Strange. So for me, there's not too much skipped here. If you want a Doctor Strange that looks really good, yeah, you've got it. As far as ankle pivot goes, just be careful, but mine actually has an excellent rotation. So it can go up, it can go down, it can rock left and right. I'm very happy with that. Very happy. Ooh. So as you can actually, there's a body underneath. Didn't even know that. So actually, let me pull his pants back up. I mean, I knew there was a body underneath, but I didn't know what was there. I thought it was all actually stitched together. So that doesn't seem to be the case with Doctor Strange. He has on real spandex. So he's a spandex hero. Keep that in mind. So that's actually a surprise for me. Didn't even know that. So be careful or your pants may fall down. You don't want that. So I was saying earlier before with the Eye of Agamotto, it actually comes both open and closed. There's two versions. It's not magnetic that sits on the chest. It's actually sitting inside of his chest with a piece here. As you can see, there's an opening in his chest. So there is a closed version, which I have here. And then there is also the open version. It looks really nice. There's a nice green there. So you have to be careful when putting it in. There's a certain way to do it. Don't try to shove it in. If it doesn't go in, you rotate clockwise until it slides in, and voila. There you go. So that way it sits in there really nicely. And it holds actually really well. So you have to worry about breaking it. Once it's in the chest, it's there and it sits there securely. Next thing I want to talk about is the Cloak of Levitation. It is a really nice design. It is wired on the outside, well, along the line, sorry, I should say. So you can actually get some stuff going on. The collar is attached here at the top. One thing I want to talk about that's really nice is that it's magnetized. So as you see there, I've just gently put it on his chest, and look, magnetized, and it sits there on his chest. If you put it all the way around this way, and voila, now you are truly the Sorcerer Supreme. And like I said, it bends here along the lining, so you can actually get it to float and look floaty. I like this look. I think they did a good job of giving us a little bit of what they want and a little bit of what we want. So while the cape is the cloak is magnetic and it's really nice, it also has a nice feel. The only downside is that I just don't think that it's wired enough to give you that lively look. But considering this is a classic comic look, I really don't mind it. So it's cool. But all in all, he looks absolutely fabulous with this. I think it's a really great look for him. I think it's dope. I love it. I love the design. It's actually pretty genius. And I believe Craig Warwick did it on his Marcos Martin custom. So shout out to Craig for giving the whole world ideas. I appreciate you for that. Thank you. Next, we're going to get into accessories that he comes with. And normally I don't do stands. I know that stuff comes with stands. The stands are really nice, but I don't see a point in reviewing them. But it's actually needed here because with Doctor Strange, to do his astral projection, which you see here, it actually is a really good sculpt even on the astral projection. It's really nice, actually. It actually sits on his stand. So you see it sits here on the top part, the outermost part of the stand, right before it grapples Doctor Strange. So I actually see it sits right above him. If I bring it down, you'll see it sits right there. So I definitely want to make sure you guys see that and know how to do it so you don't like go crazy. Next up, we have magic effects. We have one yellow one, which looks really nice. So there are several different ways you can attach it if you want. I'll go over that in a second. And there is a blue magic effect. Oop. This one seems to have a pentagram in it. This one has Vishanti symbols from what I've researched. Vishanti and pentagram with more Vishanti symbols on the outer rim. These are really nice. They're translucent and they're soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about breaking them. Next up, we have hands. So you already know Doctor Strange comes with 2 closed fists. So they're going to give you one Thrip Thrip magic hand. And I say Thrip Thrip because we all know the reference to Spider-Man. And you get a relaxed left palm. You get one open magic right palm. And one more magic left palm, which also looks like he can be pointing or shooting at you. It's pretty cool. Now, as far as the magic stuff goes, now for the right hand, it's definitely meant for the right hand, but you can do other stuff with it. What I do to hold the hand up is I place it, as you can see here, right between these two. I place right under here, and it pretty much holds it up really well for the figure when I put it on his hand, and you'll see that in pictures. And for the right one, what I do is I take the flat palm, which is also a magic hand if you want it to be, and place it. Oh, I forgot what I did. Oh, there's a little crevice right here in between the two. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I slide the hand in there, and it holds it up, and it's another magic hand. Real quick, let's get into size comparisons. Again, to compare the Mezco Doctor Strange to other stuff, as well as things in its own line. So real quick, we're going to do Doctor Strange next to a Mezco Captain America. And with Cap, Strange seems to be a bit taller, which is a little weird because normally you don't see it. But maybe Doctor Strange is tall. I can't remember. But he seems to be a little bit taller than Cap. Or maybe it's just me. But no, he seems to be just a tad bit taller than Cap. I know the head seems a little larger too as well. Here he is next to a Marvel Legends Namor. So as you can see, Strange has some height over some people. So that's really cool. Here he is next to Articulated Icons. Solitaire with a Snake Eyes custom head. So he's quite taller than the AI stuff. Here he is next to Kamen Rider Ibuki. As you can see, he also has some range on the SHF stuff. Here he is, and this one is just to compare, next to a Doctor Strange Marvel Legends with a custom sculptor shelf head. So as you can see here, they're about the same size. But real quick, actually, let me see something. I wanted to test this early and I didn't get a chance to. I want to see how it fits on here. And it's a little loose, but I think this could work too if you wanted to do some shots with it. I think you might need to add some putty. Next up, we're going to compare him to a 1000 Toys robot. And as you can see, he is quite tall, which is okay because if you're doing magic stuff, I think it's fine. You can do some force perspective stuff, mess around with some other things. Keep that in mind. Oh, one more thing I forgot. Here he is next to an SHF Doctor Strange, in case you too want to do the compare. So size-wise, he is gigantic over his SHF counterpart. In the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it informative. Thank you for going through this while I was sick and hearing me sound terrible. But hope you guys do good, be good, drink your water. Later. So I made a mistake on the effect parts, and mines were a little gummy together, but it turns out you can actually put them right on the wrist. You can open it up at the bottom of each effect part, and you'll be just fine. Sorry about that mess up, but I added it in the end, so hopefully you enjoy.